From the moment I met you, I was immediately struck by all of your indistinguishable qualities that just make you who you are. I had no doubt when I met you that we would be here today.
Sabrina and I have known each other literally since birth. We were born 2 weeks apart and have been partners in crime ever since. Some of my favorite childhood memories are with Sabrina. Sleepovers, birthday parties, pretend cooking shows, and eating on the steps next to each other by Aji. She was and is the closest thing I have to a sister.
विष्णु ओम नमः परमात्मने श्री पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय विष्णुद्य ब्रह्मणे द्वितीय वार्धे शिश्वे पारकल्पे वैशम्पमतले अष्टामी कल्पथम चरणे जम्बूद्वीपे ज्ञानिरदेशे.
Anyone who knows the four of us would say Hardeep has, walked the line the best. We all have this thing. We try to be good people. We try to be nice. We're respectful to parents. We try to walk that line. But Hardeep has done a very good job. He's that guy. He's thoughtful. He thinks of things for birthday gifts and anniversary gifts that, he remembers something from 6 months ago, 8 months ago that goes way over my head, and he just brings it back, and he's the most thoughtful guy. That's who he is.
I have had the pleasure to know this family and this young man for many, many years. I don't know if Hardeep told you that he played at the under-13 level for Trinidad and Tobago. And had he not chosen to migrate, fall in love and get married, I wondered where his cricketing career would have taken. And what I admired most about that is that he was able to combine cricket his studies at Presentation College, San Fernando, his work in the temple playing music. Combine all that and yet excel at all.
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय राधा रमन हरि बोल, जय राधा रमन हरि बोल।
There's a very special bond between mothers and their firstborn, and anyone who tells you differently is being less than honest. You know, fear is described as when you don't know what's going to happen, and dread is when you know what's going to happen, there's nothing you can do about it. My dread as a father is twofold. Obviously, I know my children will eventually get married and go their own way, and two, I'll have to come up here and make this speech. Right? The fear is balancing what I need to say, what I must say about you, my eldest child, and not being overly cliched to make you cringe in your seat, and of course, too long so that people die of boredom. As regards to my behavior, I can only plead insanity. Ever since my children were born, the moment I looked at them, I was crazy about them.
O Lord, most benevolent Surya, whose glance brings good to all, a dispeller of all imperfections. May we live in affluence and prosperity. May we see for 100 years. May we speak for 100 years. May we hear for 100 years. May we live for 100 years. And may we enjoy full freedom for 100 years. May we enjoy your full blessings for 100 years and more. Hari Om, Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Adi Deva Surya Bhagavana Ki Jai.
One story about me and Sabrina, and I think it might shed some light on why we're here today. So I was about to pick up Sabrina for our first date. And, you know, obviously she wasn't ready. For those of you at the wedding last week, you know I have to wait for her to get ready. We went out for dinner, and it was one of those things where it felt like I knew her for years. We just talked and talked and talked. As a matter of fact, in the morning, I had a flight that was supposed to go to Edmonton. I was going to be there for a week for work. And I had to leave early. And by early, I mean like 2 in the morning, I think it was. Because we were just talking, and the time was just going by. So I get to the airport, and I think about this date I had last night with this amazing girl. And I was really sad that I wouldn't be able to see her for an entire week. But I made 3 main mistakes on that day. I sat in the airport waiting, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to send this girl flowers. I've never done this after first date before because it's an absolutely stupid thing to do, and do not do it. But I did it anyway. I sent her flowers. Mistake number 1. Then I thought I didn't do enough, so I made mistake number 2. I said a little bit too much on the card for those flowers. And actually, I have that card here with me right now. Hey, Sabrina. All right, that's fine. I had a great time with you last night. And I thought that this may brighten up your place till I'm back next week. Now, that's fine. That is fine. This could be the start of something special. And I'm excited to see how it turns out. Smiley face, H. So a little too much. I think it was a little much. But I wasn't satisfied. I was hell-bent on making mistake number 3. We got to the hotel in Edmonton, I checked in. Sabrina called. Answered, we were just chatting for a while, you know. Then, of course, the elephant in the room. The question came up, what made you send flowers? And I promise you this is true, and I'm pretty sure she could confirm it right now. I told her there's a very big part of me that felt that this was my last first date. And I wanted to make sure I did it right. So Sabrina, well, firstly, I'd like to invite you all to just raise a glass to my new wife. Sabrina, I'd just like to say those 3 little words that you're going to be hanged so many times during our wedded life. I was right.
He's more myself than I am. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. Life can make us cynical, but now I finally understand all the cliched lines in songs and movies because you are my missing puzzle piece, and you do complete me. I've always felt comfortable in my own skin, but I never thought being with the right person would help me learn more about myself as an individual and as a partner. You give me strength, and you give me courage. You're my own personal cheerleader, reminding me of how awesome I am, even if there's ever a sliver of doubt. You are the most generous and positive person I've ever met, and I'm so happy that I get to spend the rest of my life with you. I promise to be kind and loyal, to support your aspirations and your ambitions, to be honest and open, and to always be your confidant and best friend. I will love you with all my heart forever.
We're all here this afternoon for one extremely special, important reason. This journey that you start today will be one where you will both embrace and enjoy the changes in each other. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to, for the first time, reintroduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Maraj. You may kiss the bride.
I'm not a poet.
मैं शायर तो नहीं.
But I met Sabrina, and when I got to know her,
मगर ऐ हंसी.
poetry just kind of came to me.
जब से देखा मैंने तुझको मुझको शायरी आ गई, मैं शायर तो नहीं।
प्यार का नाम मैंने सुना था, मगर प्यार क्या है ये मुझको नहीं थी खबर। प्यार क्या नाम मैंने सुना था, मगर प्यार क्या है ये मुझको नहीं थी खबर। मैं तो उलझा रहा उलझनों की तरह, दोस्त तो मैं रहा दुश्मनों की तरह। मैं दुश्मन तो नहीं, मैं दुश्मन तो नहीं, मगर ऐ हंसी जब से देखा मैंने तुझको, मुझको शायरी आ गई। That's Summer Mirage, everybody.